I don't know what made me think of Toni Braxton the other day, and then I was like, what happened to Braxton Family Values? I used to love that show. I love Tamar. She's a fellow Pisces. She's a sensitive soul. She was such a character. And then she like was on Big Brother, and then I never saw her again. So I was just curious, like, where's the Braxtons? And I just randomly searched on Amazon last night, and oh, my husband's calling. And the Braxtons are still filming.
Hello.
Hi.
What do?
Listening to Toni Braxton's Unbreak My Heart.
Good job.
Driving to return something from that chair cover from Amazon. I'm returning something at the thrift store, and then I gotta go pick up Marvin's medication.
Gotcha.
All right, we just got to the thrift store. I got interrupted. I was talking about the Braxtons though. If anybody's wondering, it's not the Braxton Family Values, it's just the Braxtons, and it is available on Prime, and you can just buy the whole season, which I've been actually enjoying doing lately instead of having to like pay for a streaming service and then forget about it and then have 1,000 streaming services. I'm really starting to get like a bad taste in my mouth about anything that requires me to subscribe to it for a lifetime. Because if you think about it, back in the day, we had DVDs and we would just buy a movie and own it outright. Now we're leasing and renting something that we don't even own. We never own it. So I bought Drag Race UK. I bought that season, and now I own it and I can watch it whenever I want. Even though I'll probably never watch it twice, but you never know. What if I just go crazy ape shit and just decide to cancel every subscription, get my DVD collection out, which yes, I still have in storage, all my DVDs, start watching that on my PlayStation 3, and just cut all this crap out because it's so expensive. When did we ever decide that continuing to pay for streaming and like apps, don't get me started on apps, subscribing to apps, like you used to be able to just buy Photoshop and then you had Photoshop. I bought Final Cut Pro. I just have Final Cut Pro. I don't want to have to pay monthly for something. Everything costs money a month. Everything. They want your money for the month forever, for the rest of your life. It's too much. I'm returning that weird black straitjacket thing. When I was looking back at the footage, it was so unflattering on me. I hate the way it looked on me. The buckles and things were cool, but when I started really feeling it, I'm like, this is so cheap. It feels like a Shein thing. It's not well made. It's gonna fall apart. I just let someone else enjoy it for Halloween. I don't need it. I'm not gonna use it. I was thinking I would use it for like my vampire video, and I hate the way it looks on me. So we're returning this. It was 10 bucks. So I'm thinking I'll just use that money and whatever else extra I need to toss in and get myself a couple of new things for this trip. And what we're doing this weekend is we are heading to an area of Washington called Vancouver, Washington, not Canada. Vancouver, Washington, it's right on the border of where the bridge meets Portland, Oregon. So it's literally like across the bridge from Portland. And it's a really cute, quaint little town. I lived in Portland for a while. I spent a lot of time there. I've never spent time in Vancouver before. So hi, I'm talking to myself. There's an event going on. It's called the Gothic Market, and it's happening in an area right outside of Vancouver. So it's like 10 minutes up the interstate. And there's nowhere really to stay in the area of the convention center that interested me. So I was like, well, why don't we just go explore Vancouver? When I tell you that I found a plethora of adorable restaurants, cafes, vintage places, antique shops, there's a kava bar. There's so many things. There's actually even a really adorable little downtown area. And so we got a hotel right downtown, right in the middle of it all. And there will be a farmer's market going on, and then the Gothic Market. So I already had gotten tickets for the Gothic Market months ago. Like I bought them ahead of time because they were pre-selling them and they were super cheap. So I just grabbed tickets. I also realized that somebody that I've been wanting to get tattooed by, my husband has his book. And this guy's name is Scott Harrison. He used to work with Ed Hardy back in the day. He's an OG, like old school tattooer, and he does these really weird vintage looking cartoons. And I was thinking I either want a vintage flapper girl style, doing something funny, or olive oil. He has a lot of like old Mickey Mouse looking ones in olive oil and Popeye, and I really like the olive oil ones. So I hope you guys are excited about this week's vlog. It's gonna be a good time, but let's go find an outfit to wear for this little vacation. Been sitting here talking to nobody. I didn't even turn the camera on. I just got out of the thrift store. I got some things. I got what I would consider to be an outfit, but we'll see if I like the way it looks together. I got a dress, a shirt, and a jacket. So it's like a whole outfit. So we're gonna go plan some outfits, pack, all that good stuff. I'm gonna finish my errands. My husband wanted to go for a dog walk, so I'm gonna get back, change into something more comfortable, and go for a little afternoon stroll. Evening stroll by the time I get back. So let's put some stank on it. So what I was doing was kind of thinking of like either I can do 2 outfits with this or I can combine these to make one. We're gonna see what they look like together, but I'm just going to try that first. I have an outfit in mind. We'll see what it looks like. But when I was shopping, that's what I had in mind. So I circled these dresses a couple of times and I was like, I don't think I like anything. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Whenever I go out of town, I have to have like a new thrifted outfit, at least one, you know? So I circled, and I saw this the first round and I was like, is it too summery? I don't know. And then I thought, well, not if you layer it right, and it's got the shape of a dress that I love. So this is a denim bleached, like tie-dye look to it. Denim dress. It's baby doll style dress, which you guys know I love, and I love the way it flares out. Empire on the top. We've got bow enclosure in the back. The sleeves are a little bit kind of bell sleeve, and so I thought, what if I layered a like long sleeve underneath this, wore it with some leggings and some cute shoes. And then I was thinking underneath it I would like to layer a long sleeve shirt, and so we've got this one. It's like a white boyfriend style, really beautiful actually. Like, it's a really nice, really well made shirt. The brand is called Gray Lab Los Angeles. I want to see, I love that it has a belt because it gives it options, but I want to see what this looks like buttoned up under the dress and then tying the belt around this to create a front bow. Isn't that an adorable idea? I thought that was such a cute. I got that idea in the middle of the night while Tony Braxton was going, break my heart, in my head. That's been stuck in my head for days. But this jacket, I love me some Calvin Klein. I do. My wedding dress was Calvin Klein. I love Calvin Klein. It's really like sleek and a little preppy, but I love it. Like, I just really like it. So this jacket, I actually put this on and a woman walked by and she was pushing her cart as I was like looking at myself in the mirror. And she went, that fits you really nicely. I love it when people do that, especially like grandma type ladies at the thrift store. They're like, ooh, that looks good on you, young lady. I just think that's so sweet. I want to be that lady at the thrift store when I'm older. But this is just really nice. It's really well made. Look at this like detail and these really cool embossed Calvin Klein silver hardware buttons. It's on the sleeves, double on the sleeves. Snap enclosures, a really sturdy zipper. Like, the zipper is hardcore. And then it has one of those hoods that tucks in and you can zip it closed if you don't want that hanging out the back. I love that. So it's just a really, and it snaps all the way up. So I love that as well. I love it when a jacket just really goes up all the way so that you can hide your neck when it's cold. Okay, well, I can feel myself getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna go make a yogurt bowl here in a second. I've got on 2 different pairs of shoes right now. I'm wearing my Docs on one side and my Free People sneaker ballet flats. And I'm gonna bring them both, and depending on how much walking we're gonna do, I'm gonna just go back and forth between the two. When I tell you that I love the simplicity of this outfit and how stylish I feel in it. I just feel cool. I feel like with a really nice perfume and just like wafting down the street, checking out the shops. And then I'm, oop, where are you going? And then obviously I want to bring my little Louis Vuitton vintage bag because I have my Louis Vuitton luggage, and when I arrive somewhere I like to match my luggage. I know that sounds really silly, but it's just how I think. It makes me feel like a housewife for a day. And I am wearing the Prada boots. So these are actually a 9 and I am a 8. So they're a full size up. I always wear like my super nice stuff when we go out of town. I always like, that's when I whip out the like thrifted luxury, because I get excited to finally go somewhere and get to wear them. Honestly, it makes sense to me to wear something short that I could have my leg out for the tattoo. And even though this outfit has already been worn, I just wore it to those metal shows, I still really love this dress and I think it looks really cute, especially with the harness. And I think it's perfect for getting tattooed. I might have to wear like some shorts under it just in case I worry about like being a little bit too hanging out there. But actually, let me do that. See, and you can even see them poking out a little bit, but they're lacy, so it's a cute look. I actually really like the way they look poking out of the bottom. Look at this jacket. Isn't this so nice? It was a steal. Love it. All right, I have some laundry in. I'm wrapping up my day. I just filmed 2 videos for the compact restoration. And let me tell you something, you guys. So the Vive powder that I ordered that arrived busted to all get out, I was able to fix. So this is a finishing powder, Modern Powder Perfector in light. So this is like a, I really like it for brightening under eye. I've noticed that that's like really helping brighten. It's a very soft, not very creamy powder. I could tell it's meant to be more of like a light dusting, like a finishing. It's a finishing powder. So it makes sense that this wasn't cooperating as much to fill my compact tub. But when I got out my Estee Lauder Double Wear, broke this open. This is a foundation powder, so it's thicker, it's creamier. It was a mess. But I got out my Elgin American that I won in an auction. I cleaned it off. I used Brasso on it to get it nice and shiny. I got as clean of the mirror as I could. I cleaned all of this out. This is the sponge that is supposed to go into Studio Fix. This is, see, Elgin American. I think this is where the poof goes, but I wouldn't have used that poof anyway. It would have been too old. But I was able to put the Double Wear and it really works. Like, it works well. And I use the little stamper, so I'm not mad at it now. I'm not as mad at you as I was when I first saw you. Still, I wished it was bigger. But this is Estee Lauder Double Wear Press into an Elgin American Vintage Compact. The dream! When you see a girl sitting across from you at a restaurant with this out, applying her touch-up makeup after eating some dinner, tell me that you're not going to get up and go over and ask her where she got this, because I would. Now, I can't promise if you do this at home that this isn't going to somehow harbor bacteria. I don't know. I'm not a cosmetic chemist. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't get any sort of mold on it or get weird or have something in it that when I start putting it on my face, I would start noticing. Maybe I'll start having more breakouts. I would get warnings. I don't think it's that serious. I just want to say these warnings because if anybody else does this at home and then something happens, I just don't want to be responsible for that. I definitely will be doing this again. This is going out of town with me. The only thing is that this Double Wear is like 1 shade too dark for me. So I'm like, now I got a tan so I can use it, because I would rather use it and darken myself to meet this tone, and as opposed to, you know, not using it all because it's too dark on me. But I'm really, really excited about it. That went so well. Okay, so I have a lot to do. I still have to pack. I still have videos to edit, things to happen. I will see you guys in the morning bright and early as we are getting ready to leave for our vacation. Look at the state of me right now. I have on my actual outfit, but I threw on this apron over it because I had so many things left to do. It would be my luck to get stuff all over it and put all my makeup together, got all my toiletries and everything together. I just need to like sort it. Okay, so this is kind of what I've got to work with. And I just put bobby pins, Q-tips, and then all my essentials that I need, toothpaste, all that kind of stuff that I need. And this is all from like my last trip. So I just keep it loaded and then just double check and make sure. Oh, I wanted to make sure I have skincare. Let's see if this is, that'll work. Morning and evening, so it could be a day or night cream. That's ideal. And then I have my moon drops, which I use to sleep. If I'm struggling to sleep, I have to have those. I have to have my earplugs, which I have in this little case. And then I also brought my sound machine. You guys, I love this thing and I have to bring it. And you turn it on and it sounds like a jet plane. It has like 15 different sounds. I've talked to you guys about this before. My husband actually ended up buying one because he loved it so much. And I brought this on every trip with us that we drive, because you know, you can pack more when you drive, and why not? Like, it's small and compact enough that it fits in luggage. This is my eye mask. It covers such a large portion of your face. It really just shuts out all light. And I'm on the final book of A Court of Thorn and Roses, and I kind of want to finish it because I've already done some research and I'm excited about the next series that I'm going to start. This is the fragrant. I like to have a scent that reminds me of a time, and this has vanilla and cashmere musk, so it's a very warm autumnal smell. And so this I thought was the perfect one to bring. I'll probably just put that in with the makeup. That can just go in that bag. Actually, my supplements can go in there as well. And now it's all secured in there. And I love that it has the Louis Vuitton stamp into the brass here. It's just really nice. It's a nice piece of luggage. I highly recommend it if you're into vintage things and luxury stuff. And then this is actually a Alice and Olivia bag, and they had so many of these at one point on the Real. You could tell they just got in like a load of these. But it's a cute bag, and it's got the filigree design all over it. It doesn't match my Louis, so I would like to eventually one day get like a little mini tote, because what if I had a set of 3? Like, wouldn't that be so exciting to have a set of 3? And then I also have in here my planner, just in case I get any beauty bookings or anything like that. My life is in here. Get this zipped up and downstairs, because we have everything we need now. Okay, we have arrived. So we're actually staying at the Hilton because this was the only hotel that was right downtown in walking distance to all the places that we wanted to go that was pet friendly, that was in like a decent price range. There was one other, but can't remember the reason why. I was like, no, it's not gonna work. This is actually like across from the main park downtown. The view is not good. It is a roof. I've been in a room where it was a roof before and asked to be moved, but I'm not going to this time because you can see the water. There's a man. I feel weird, like I don't want him to look up and see someone's recording him, but you can actually see the waterfront over there through here, so that's actually not bad. And I also realized that if we were facing the park, we could potentially be woken up by people setting up for the farmer's market. And being in the back of the building means that we won't have noise disturbance, cars going by, none of that. So I actually am not complaining about being on the roof. And I think that guy is actually building a rooftop garden, which is very sweet. Comfortable looking bed. Lots of lamps. Oh, it came with shishoosh. Nice. Outfit mirror.
Being gentle with how we feel. There's a charge in the room.
Here is the park, and there is our hotel. And it's like the most autumny fall day. What a cute little park.
We will honor this tender space, giving time to let go. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Only I'll make still this weather in me.
Got my dog walking outfit, my Ouija sweater, and some sweatpants. I'm hoping I'm going to be warm enough. I do have another jacket, obviously the raincoat, but I don't want to overdo it either. And some sneakers. We've been laying here. I've been just like posting some photos on Instagram, and we're gonna walk over to the kava bar. There is a kava bar open till 1 a.m. and they have what appears to be the strongest kava, they say on their website. For somebody who's a kava dork, this is very exciting. So we're gonna head over and check that out. I wonder if I should bring my crossbody handbag instead. There were kids and people, so many people at the kava place, and I didn't want to film children, and it just wasn't the atmosphere to whip out my camera, so I got like the smallest video, the sign, but we just got doubles of kava, and it's seriously the strongest kava I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I can't feel my tongue. I've only had a few sips. So I might actually save some for tomorrow, but I'm gonna head to the snack bar right now and get some popcorn. Oh goodness, right? Too bright?
We don't mean to be rude, but could we see your union card?
Officially, good morning. We had a 3 a.m. dog need to go out moment. This is the reason why I usually also like to get hotels where we're like the first floor and we have access to an outdoor area. Harnesses and our keys and our shoes and our jacket, and go into the elevator, you know, down the hallway, into the elevator, out to the park. It wasn't too bad, but you know, it's a little sketchy too, just being in like a city park at like 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was fine. Everything was fine. So I didn't sleep, basically, is what I'm getting at. I just made the coffee from the machine here because I couldn't wait. I was like, I just want to get ready now. We're actually going to go to the Gothic Market today. There's supposed to be some like really fun dressed up people. Like, people are very into their Gothic looks, Halloween looks, witchy, fantasy, fae, even like what I'm reading, and like Hogwarts stuff is even there. Like anything wizardy, witchy, mystical fantasy is the vibe. So the outfit is, you guys have already seen it, but here's what I'm wearing. I had originally planned on wearing my red gingham dress, but that's tomorrow's outfit, and that one is more tattoo friendly, and this one I just don't want to wear to get tattooed. I spy an antique store. Old Glory. And here's where we're getting some breakfast at the Medallion Cafe. It's super cute. We got it to go. It's very busy in there, and we have obviously the dogs. We would sit out there, but he's extra special this morning, isn't he? You're tired. So taking him anywhere right now is a bit of a bitch, but we're waiting on our food, and then after that we'll probably drive over to the Gothic Market. Hopefully they'll allow my tickets for Sunday on Saturday. I know, she's like, I finally have nobody in here. My excuse to get some air. Little update here. So we got back from the Gothic Market. We laid and just rested for a little bit. My husband even took a nap. I wish I could have, but I just, it's like my mind is buzzy. But that was really fun, and so many like-minded people. I really felt like I was around my people. So many things to look at, so many amazing vendors. I went to one place that I thought I was gonna get my tarot deck from, but she was really busy and there's people talking and I was like, this is like my first booth that I stepped into. So I'm gonna make my rounds and then I'll probably come back and either buy my deck from here or somewhere else. It's calling to me. And when I circled back, it was still too packed. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go a little further down. And the gal that was working there was available. And I was like, what's a good deck for beginners? And she's like, oh, she got all excited. The first one that I saw, I actually was drawn to. It was called Murder of Crows. And I'm curious about that one because I am trying to befriend crows. She was like, it's a really gothic deck. Like you might want to open it and take a look at it. And I was like, okay. So I looked inside and she was right. It was very dark, kind of like Grim Reaper-y. And I wanted my first deck to be something that like has a good energy to it. And she pointed at this one and said, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. She was like, this is a great starter. And she pointed at a few other ones and said, go with what speaks to you. And as soon as I opened this and looked inside, I went, this is it. So I knew right away. And then I walked over to this other lady who makes these hand knit little satchels for your tarot decks. And so I got this as well. I know you're supposed to like sage them or set them out underneath like a full moon to charge them or to cleanse the deck, but I'm gonna have to do that when I go home. But I just wanted to familiarize myself. So I did do like my first cards. And when I tell you that it made me emotional, so many things instantly spoke to me, like instantly. And I thought that was really interesting. So anyway, it comes with like a guidebook and it tells you the meaning of the cards. So as you lay them out, you can like read through this and it gives you some guidance. And then they look like this on the front. Aren't they so cool? I love the imagery. It's very cool. So yeah, that's my little tarot deck. Thought I would show you guys. I have a lot to learn. I want to be respectful of it, so I just want to make sure I know what to do and what not to do, so I have to do some research for sure on this. So we've got a really cool festival happening up ahead.
Oh, so they just leave all
And a
the
little
tents
dog
out.
walk.
And then they're
Yeah, because it's back tomorrow again. Good girl, Teeny. That little area with the music going on and the little festival is literally outside our door. It's crazy. So we were able to just walk around. We walked around the market since it's shut down and no one's actually walking it. Then we were able to walk around and check it out without chaos and people everywhere and dogs everywhere. I look a mess. It's raining now. I'm wearing this is like my dog walk outfit, is the Ouija sweatshirt. It's like really coming in handy on this vacation. We have another squirrel situation going on here. Anyway, hi. It's the morning and our final morning here. We're going for our dog walk. It's raining. We're about to go get some coffee. There's a Starbucks in the Hilton. And considering we've already been walking in the rain, we're just gonna do that. Usually we like to keep it local, but not today. Just quick, easy coffee, back to the room, get ready for the tattoo. I love this little thing. Oh, this is the outside of the Hilton. I don't think I've gotten a good shot of it. This is the hotel. Originally, we were going to check out later in the day, so we didn't feel rushed, but we actually decided that we're just gonna leave now and go to the tattoo shop and then head straight home after that. It's gone from we have all the time in the world to pack and get the car and get ready, we gotta go. Hopefully my hair will have plenty of time to curl. If not, this is it. I had to do my wing liner so fast, so hopefully it looks good. But I'll probably get like a little video if I can, or at least definitely show you the after, and then we're gonna head home. So I'll update you on the road. But so here we go to Tattoo Piece in Vancouver, Washington to get tattooed by a legendary tattoo artist, Scott Harrison. Sun is setting and we have made it home. I got tattooed. Wasn't bad at all. What was that, 2 hours?
Yeah,
2
2 hours.
2 hours, not bad. Went by pretty fast. And here's what I got. Happy Halloween. Olive oil holding a decapitated Popeye. The first campy, funny, comical, and weird Halloween-y style tattoo, and it will not be my last, I'll tell you that. Because that was definitely worth it. Like, that was so fun. He was a fun person. He's how old? 60, in his 60s? And he is turning 60 this year. Oh. He was actually retired because of, I don't know if it was arthritis, but he was just having a lot of pain. So he quit tattooing, but then he just started again. I remember sitting next to you when you were like, oh my God, his books are open and he's tattooing not far from here. You're like, this is a big deal. That's the guy whose book we have. So he's back to tattooing just like a couple of days out of the week. And he said he mostly tattoos tattoo artists who just want to collect from him because he's been doing it for so long. And so I feel like it was an honor to get tattooed, but he definitely was like, why are you here? And not like that he said that, he just was like, how are you getting tattooed? But like, how did you seek me out? And I was just like, my husband has your book. We had a good trip, everything went really well. Other than Marvin being a total spaz. But overall it was good. I'm gonna eat carb load because we did the tattoo, got in the car, drove straight home. I'm exhausted, I have a headache, and I'm gonna go lay down and eat some linguine and call it a night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video this week. I'm so glad I was able to bring you along the journey. And subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!